and transmute, heal, and release any negative, toxic, low vibrational energies from in and around our energetic and auric fields across all time, spaces, dimensions, and realities, and send it back to purest source with love and light. Definitely going to use some of my Sanctuary Shield and Protect spray. Don't mind the little tinsel. But yeah, this has the black obsidian in it. It's got sage and frankincense, two very powerful oils for shielding and protecting your energy field. What's up, soul family? It is Annette, aka Shorty Love. Today I have been guided to make a video about having faith and trust in your journey and in the divine, and also provide some light language for that particular topic. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. It is lovely to have you here. I am a life coach, a healer, and a tarot reader. My purpose is to help people all over the world empower themselves by embodying their multidimensional presence through healing their mind, body, and soul connection. So if you'd like to get in contact for a one-on-one session, my details are down below. If you resonate with my vibe, don't forget to subscribe and join the soul family. And let's get into the video. Spirit's been guiding me over the past couple of days, especially today, to come on and deliver this light language for having faith and trust in your journey. For those of you who are on a spiritual ascension journey and you have been spiritually awakening, you're on a twin flame journey, you're on a soul path, soul mission, soul purpose, anything that is in alignment with your true calling and your true purpose, you know that at times you get called to have so much faith and so much trust in the divine, even when you can't see, especially when it comes to taking a leap of faith into the uncertainty, into the unknown, and having to let go and shed things that no longer serve us to our highest good. I know that it's a lot easier said than done to say have faith and trust when we've been programmed to live from a state of fear. Spirit is now trying to bring more and more love and unity consciousness and more faith and trust within ourselves. As we trust ourselves, we are able to trust the divine within us already that is working through us to work to our highest good. Sometimes when you're being called to take a leap of faith, things in your life that seem to be secure, that seem to be a solid foundation that worked up until now, are going to start crumbling and falling apart. And that's the time when you will be called to faith the most. When you're about to up level and go to the next level of your life and go to the next level of your journey, that is the time that you will be tested the most. That is the time when the divine will come through and there will be tower moments all over the joint with all of the things that you have built some kind of an attachment, codependence, or stability to. Anything that you've been afraid to let go, it's going to have to shed from your life, because anytime that we have these connections that we build that come from a space of lack and fear and scarcity consciousness, they end up draining us. They end up preventing us from becoming the greatest versions of ourselves. And a lot of the times what happens is we can connect to people, we can connect to them solely for the purpose of keeping our traumas and our wounding and our addiction to these patterns and behaviors alive. So for example, you meet somebody and you guys have a very similar upbringing, or you have very similar childhood wounds, or you have very similar pain or relationships of the past. And what can tend to happen in these circumstances is you can form a soul tie that can keep you both addicted to that pattern of behavior and addicted to the judgment and the blaming and the shaming and the guilt and all of the pain that you are trying to effectively move away from. So these types of relationships are going to have to leave your life when you start to work from a space of faith and trust in the universe. When you start to align with your purpose and your soul path and mission, you're inevitably going to have to leave these types of situations and scenarios behind. Sometimes it can be your family, it can be your relatives, it can be people that you've grown up with, it can be best friends, it can be people that you've really formed a close bond with, and we're attached to them from a space of trauma and wounding. We trauma bond with these people. We have different types of attachment styles with these people, and I highly recommend that you look up trauma bonding and attachment styles to help you to understand what your patterns and behaviors may be and how they keep perpetuating in your life and how you can heal from those things. I do offer energy clearing and light language for that, so if you'd like to hit me up for that, feel free to. The details are down below. But as I was saying, it is imperative that we become consciously aware of these patterns of behavior and why we tend to gravitate towards certain people and what we're getting out of it. Sometimes it's simply so that we can stay addicted to a way of thinking, behaving, and being, and we're afraid to leave that behind because we're afraid to trust and have faith that better people, better situations and circumstances are on their way to us. The only way that we can really open up to these better people, situations, and circumstances is to let go and shed the past and shed the things that are keeping us away from it and out of alignment with our true authentic selves. It is time for us to start gravitating towards the types of energies the types of people, the types of situations and circumstances and places that do serve us to our highest good, that do not promote these levels of addiction and attachment and codependent behavior, but more so we're two sovereign beings, two units, two aligned beings, two whole beings coming together to help each other progress forward on the journey, to not keep perpetuating these cycles of trauma and drama and sadness and stress, but to be in the kinds of unions that provide us with the energy, that provide us with the upliftment, the high vibrations, and we're both giving and receiving, and it's a mutual exchange of energy, so neither of the people will run out of energy, to respect each other's energy and to respect each other's need for space and solitude and sovereignty. These types of connections are going to help us to speak about where we're at, where we're going, what we're trying to achieve, talk about the good things in life, talk about where we're headed, talk about how we're trying to build things, how we're trying to create things that are going to serve a purpose, that are going to serve humanity, that are going to be here for generations and eons to come. These are the types of connections where you're going to feel amplified, you're going to feel uplifted, you're going to feel free, the chains are going to break free. Y'all are here to set each other free, not to keep each other in bondage and limited. So fam, with that said, it is time for me to deliver this light language. I hope that this brings you a great sense of ease, peace, and grace in your life, and I hope that it helps you to develop more faith and trust in the Most High and in the Divine. I hope that it helps you to cultivate that faith and trust within yourself. When you trust yourself, you are saying you trust the source within, you trust the divine within, you trust yourself as a vessel for the divine to work through you, you trust yourself to be able to bring the light out into the world that the divine has sent you here to bring. You trust yourself and therefore you trust all others. You trust yourself and therefore you trust the oneness of all things. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. Find a comfortable space, a comfortable position. You may either be seated or laying down through this transmission, whichever is resonant to you at this time. Clearing and cleansing and opening up your heart space, opening up the divine love and the divine portal of infinite abundance, infinite attraction and magnetism to love and all good things towards you. Let go of fear, let go of any restrictions, let go of any cages, let go of any self-imposed limitations now. Allow yourself to align with your highest self, your purest positive potential, and align with the divine. Removing all patterns, programs, and conditions, implants, imprints, and overlays, any abuse, narcissistic abuse, childhood wounds and trauma, Anywhere where you distrusted yourself, to align with yourself. Anywhere where you do not trust the divine. Removing and lifting the veil now. That is the end of the transmission. Oh, that was powerful, fam. I really felt that through my solar plexus, in my womb space. I really felt that things leaving, things that no longer serve, anything that was standing in the way of faith, anything that was standing in the way of speaking the truth, aligning with the truth, and showing up in your full power. So that is all being lifted. It does take a little bit of a while for it to show up. Sometimes it shows up instantly, but sometimes it happens over a number of days depending on how much blockage is, how much stagnant energy is within your field. I highly recommend that you come back and listen to this transmission whenever you feel guided, and take a couple of days in between so that your body can really integrate those light codes and really integrate that new information and energy on a DNA and cellular level. Don't forget to drink lots of water, spend lots of time in nature to really heal and ground, and don't forget to also rest and reflect. Eat lots of high vibrational fresh fruits and vegetables. And with that said, I hope that this helps you guys. Take care, stay blessed, stay high vibing. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.